Bro, she don't do this for real.
No, why is y'all playing with us?
They told her last week, like, hey. They said, hey, are you, like, can you run a mile? Yes, I can run a mile in under 10 minutes. Okay, we got a spot in breakdancing. Do you think you can watch some YouTube and just get out there? And the reality is, she said yes with no
Swear to
shame.
God. Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Great Deliberators. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Liberator Rose.
It's your boy DK.
And one time for our boy O-Bean.
Say your name, make your name ring.
He been here in a while, y'all. Speaking of that, man.
My parents actually went and visited him over the weekend.
Oh, shit.
On Friday and Saturday. Then went out there to go see him. Took my nephews and my niece.
Okay. How my guy doing?
He was doing good.
Okay. All right. Time frame of...
March, April.
March. All right.
So it's coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Yeah. Good thing about life is, man, is you get closer to your goal every day you wake up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So, like, shout out to my boy.
I don't know about all the time, actually.
Well,
it sounds good.
Yeah, if you're putting the one foot in front of the other, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's think about that. Like, nah, because some of y'all wake up today and y'all further from that goal.
Swear to God, bro.
I had to think about that for a second.
Hold on. Wait. Run that back.
Wait.
Scratch that. Let me retake that real quick. With that being said, though, man, before we get into it, man, I gotta talk real quick. Before we get any further to the pod, I gotta ask for this because half you motherfuckers don't even make it past 5 minutes, so I gotta get this in here real quick. If you are watching, if you rock with your boy, I need all the positive energy y'all could possibly muster up because I have been in this lengthy interview process for this position that is life changing. Okay. It is the pinnacle of what someone in my career can obtain. And when I tell you that, like, it will change the entire course of my life if I get this position.
He said his life trajectory will.
It's a
different universe.
It's a different. Just the sheer fact that I made this far in the interview process is just
How many people you competing with?
As of right now, 4. The last time the guy talked to me, started out with 1,200, but that was just applications. You know what I'm saying? So.
When do you find out?
So let's talk about that here real quick. So I had to go through 3 interviews, right, with 3 separate people.
Please.
Hold on. I had my 3rd interview Friday. After that, so they started with 1,200. The first round they interviewed out of all those applications, they interviewed 62 of us. By the second round, it was 8 of us, and by the third round, it was only 4 of us interviewing. Whichever one, or I'm pretty sure they're probably going to select a couple of us. We then get a case study over the department numbers and all that. You get to reflect on them, write in what you see, changes, things that you would make, you know what I'm saying? Just the overall perspective of how the operation is running that department. And if all that looks good, then we had to take this thing called a Maxwell test. Okay. After that, if everything looks good, they open up your Maxwell test and everything looks good, then they offer you the position. So, again, it has been a lengthy, drawn out.
You wouldn't answer the question anyway.
Interview.
So, I can tell you being very vague for a reason, so I won't even ask for specifics. We'll talk off camera.
Okay. But I need y'all to understand that, I need this position, okay? And if you rock with your boy, if you believe in niggas coming up, I need y'all to muster all the positive energy, all the prayers you can find, and pray for your boy because I made it this far, and it would just suck not to get it. And somebody got to lose in order for somebody to win, but I don't want to be the person to lose. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the reality of life. But
nobody's losing, man.
Yeah.
Only thing this does is for somebody to win, and that's all it is.
Okay, so pray for your boy.
Think about it as winning and losing.
Yeah,
but what's for you is going to be for you, man. So.
Okay. Appreciate you.
It's already there.
It's already there? All right.
You just got to wake up tomorrow.
Speak that into existence, baby.
You got to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go.
So let's talk about something. Talking about winners and losers. Olympics. Have you been watching?
Occasionally. Right. I've been tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Some good, some bad. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Olympics is always fairly entertaining. For me.
America's doing what America does. Right now, we finished. I think we're tied with China
for gold medals.
Overall
medal count though.
Those
126.
Those commies got.
Look at them trying to score some brownie points with the right wing.
Those commies.
Goddamn commies.
This is not getting aired in China.
This is getting decommissioned.
No, but for a minute, the Republic of China, you got to shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
I mean, I think we're always battling them. In Japan. You know what I'm saying, for like the most gold medals.
Yeah. So I mean. But we did a good job. I will say we ended on a great note, man. Men's basketball did their thing. Women's basketball did their thing.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, dog, in the last like 2-3 minutes.
I did see the highlights.
Bro, he was just knocking down threes. Great.
Hey, Steph does what he do.
Great. So I will say some of the things that they need to get up out of there, this breakdancing.
Woo!
We need to get that up out of here ASAP.
Now, here's the thing, though.
ASAP.
Because speaking on that, before we run the video, breakdancing wouldn't have been bad, but there were two problems that I had with it. Aside from some obviously less than ideal people participating, the music was kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, as the commentators are talking about how like hip hop runs deep throughout like all the
done a rendition of the Fugees or something.
No, I'm saying like they just didn't. They sit up here talking about how like hip hop runs deep throughout the whole world and all this shit. And the bullshit they was playing was not hip hop. Like, I'm just saying, like, dog, it's crazy to me. And then on top of that, the people who were advancing, I watched the battle with like the American people.
It's just subjective, bro.
Dog, it's subjective as hell. Like, what are y'all judging?
And I think they gave it to a Chinese woman on one of them, and I was just like, it was
dog. The
cool,
lady that won was not the best. First off, the Lithuanian chick was definitely the best like breakdancer of the women, and she did make it to like the gold battle. But they gave it to some other chick, and again, I don't know, because again, I'm speaking out of context here. I don't watch breakdancing in any capacity, but to me, it didn't look like the person that won should have won. You know what I'm saying? So, because the other girl, the shit she was doing, that other girl would have been lucky to do half of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they was talking about some shit about like vocabulary and
when they went over the scorecard and stuff, I'm like, this is 100% subjective. Like,
all right.
It's not. There's no way to like really grade this routine like you would grade gymnastics or something like that.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. It was a lot of good showing. The track and field, I thought that was great. Men's 4x1, 4x4. The co-ed 4x4 was great. Co-ed 4x1 was great. Women's 4x1, man, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yo,
shout out.
Dog.
That was probably that headshot of her turning, looking at chick.
Wow.
Like, and she did it for a good minute.
Wow.
She did it for a good minute. It wasn't like the Usain
It's a minute
Bolt
in terms of sprinting.
Bro,
it's a minute in terms of sprinting, bro.
Then went back.
Like not kind of look. She made a defined head turn, dog.
And she said 1, 2.
The dog.
Like, dog.
Hey, listen.
Sha'Carri Richardson, shout out.
When
man.
you got it, you got it,
shout
dog.
out. Yeah, I'm so proud to be an American.
Dog,
so proud to be an American.
You just gotta remain in awe of just how athletic some of these people are, bro. Like,
to have the mind in the middle of a race to do that.
Really,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, just to be touched by God in that way, man. Shout out to them, man.
I will say, I'm gonna throw some shade. I'm gonna throw some hate out there, and I'm sorry. Old dude, the sprinter.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, bro, he doing too much, man.
Yeah,
and I hope he's good. I know he caught COVID and all that, but yeah, man, he be doing too much. He was doing his warm ups, and you know how everybody get like a little shot before they sprint, like they give you the country and all that, and they may do like, you know, one thing to God or love to their family, something like this, something like, you know, whatever, like a little 1, 2. This dude had like a whole 20-second routine. It felt like the cameraman couldn't really leave him because they just kind of go down. The cameraman really couldn't leave him because he was still like.
They should have though.
They should have.
They should have.
They should have.
No,
but you know, besides that, you know what I'm saying. All love to him and his family and everything he accomplished. Yeah. But they're a little bit too much for me. A little bit too much.
Yeah. I mean, he caused some controversy for running with COVID. I don't
think it's a problem.
But I tell people this.
I don't think it's a problem.
I can say it's not a problem, but I will say that given the situation, I probably would have made the same decision because we're talking about the lifelong goal of making it here.
Yeah, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
So COVID to me is like the flu or the cold. If somebody has a cold, should they play? Like the reality is, like,
I mean, they're probably gonna. They're probably
if
gonna.
they can, if they physically feel like they're up to do the job, and then when, like you said, it given in context, this only happens once every 4 years. It's not like he can go run it back next week or run it back next year. Or whatever. Nah. So so I don't have an issue with that at all.
Yeah.
I don't. If you were to have COVID and we wanted to record, and I decided, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna be here. I gotta understand the moment I walk out my door, I'm walking to a place where somebody out there can give me COVID. So it is what it is.
I'm saying there's two things here though. One, if I'm saying it falls into the realm of one, if he was supposed to let them know and there's a punishment behind it, he should be punished. Although again, I'm saying I would have took the punishment because you talking about the Olympics. You see what I'm saying?
I ran it regardless.
So I'm saying, like, in the regard of understanding where he's coming from, I get it. But to say that, like, there's not an issue with it, the way the world still sees COVID ain't the way we see COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to be mindful of other people who
I can only give my opinion. And
no, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And the world sees a lot of things that I don't agree with. So it is what it is. I feel like COVID is just like the flu. It's just like the cold is going to be here going forward.
Yeah.
Some people may argue, hey, if you have a cold, you need to stay inside. Don't go out because you may give it to somebody.
They tell you that.
And
but
the reality is, like,
work.
that sounds good, but I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put food on my table.
Yeah, I got bills to pay.
I gotta pay for this mortgage.
No, I get it.
Nah.
That was the whole issue with COVID to begin with, right? Like, they were shutting people down, but y'all gonna stop bills? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And as unfortunate as it was, people still got a job to do at the end of the day, man. So with that being said, now I get it. I'm just saying, if there was any repercussions, I do feel like, you know, given the situation, especially taking the whole world into account, then those repercussions should happen. But at the same time, I'd get where he came from. Like, you're like, bro, listen, I could get a significant injury and never make it back here again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my one opportunity in life to do this. I'm running. Like, you not convincing me not to run.
I'll tell you who I do feel bad for. We can transition into the pod. The gymnast who had to give up her bronze medal.
Oh, Jordan Childs.
Yeah, man, that sucks. That sucks, but it is what it is. It doesn't seem like there's foul play there. Maybe I'm not really too knowledgeable on the situation.
Well, my only counter argument to it is just she ain't really win it the first time. So she had already had to appeal to get it. And then, so y'all found a rule, I mean, that was within rules, but then the opponent found a rule too, saying, well, she put that appeal in too late. Yeah, so in which case,
within 20 minutes or something. Yeah.
And I'm just of the mindset where I'm like, I don't know how gymnastics works, but
that stuff should not be happening,
bro. I swear,
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's why I feel bad. That stuff should not be happening. Like,
if you wasn't awarded third to begin with, I don't feel like you should have been allowed to appeal something anyway, unless it was an appeal of,
or just wait until everything is fine, and then we will give out. We already know what first and second, right? Yeah. So if we're handling third, we're just gonna wait until we distribute whatever it is.
Because I feel like unless you contested a negative, well, you know, because they can get like a negative mark for like stepping out of line or whatever. Unless you're contesting that and footage go back and shows that that's what happened, then, you know, shit is what it is. And then now we have an entirely different conversation. But I forgot what it was, but it wasn't in that capacity. But again, I don't know nothing about gymnastics. I probably shouldn't even really be speaking on it. But I'm just saying, if we're being fair here, she didn't really win it the first time. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of appealed to a scoring or whatever. So. But, you know, lastly, before we get up out of here, for those of you that haven't seen, we got to show this girl, Raygun from Australia. I don't know that we got to watch it.
If y'all haven't watched it, the next like 45 seconds to a minute is going to be very comical to you.
Okay, so hold on, wait. Let's run the video, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss.
I'm Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
First off, this is the only video I can find, y'all. Go Google it.
Worse.
This
diabolical work.
This ain't even
diabolical work.
There was one where she was on the ground, she had a head on it, and she was just sliding that shit around.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, man.
She had like her head on there and was just like moving her legs.
Yeah.
Like she was actually doing something.
Hey, listen. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, dog. In fairness, maybe Raygun has been breakdancing for 10 years and this is just her artistic expression. But I would say
it's not Olympic worthy.
It feels like Australia just wanted somebody to represent them in the Olympics in the category, and they just chose her. And then she had to get out there and compete against people that she was not qualified to be competing against.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like we just Australia was trolling. That's just the reality. You can't.
I don't know, dog.
No. Listen, you can't tell me out of all them people in Australia, there's not one person,
bro,
who for real be breakdancing. Like for real be breakdancing.
Swear to God.
Who just caught it last year. Who just picked up on it last year.
I feel like she just picked up on it last year.
We're not even talking 10 years. We're talking about just last year. Somebody just picked up on it. Somebody was trolling, bro. This is a troll. This is a troll, bro.
As a matter of fact, dog,
you can't be fooled like that.
It got to be trolling because let me tell you.
Thank you, man.
I was just noticing subtle things like
if this is like Taiwan or like Burma, where it's like population of, and all due respect to those countries, I don't know the population, but a population of but a population of just like maybe 10,000, and they don't have no breakdancing out there, no nothing. So they just like, hey, like we found a way to like get into the Olympics. You're like, cool, because you just want to be in the Olympics. But Australia, come on, dog, bro, they got runners, they got milers, they have people who do events. This is a troll. This is not for real.
No, but again, like it just feel like they really just found like somebody who was like on the committee and was all like, "Yo, you dance, right?"
My bad. Sorry.
What the hell? Anyway, I feel like it was just somebody who was probably on the Australian Olympic Committee and was like, "Yo, you dance, right? Like we can send somebody into this, right?" Yeah. Because dog, like, let me explain to you something. Everybody was dressed a certain way, matching a certain image. She was wearing a polo green shirt that said Australia and some sweatpants. Everybody imaged where they show them like, they show you the picture of like who's coming up. They all like this and that. She's standing there straight with her hands behind her back.
Bro, she don't do this for real.
Dog, why is y'all playing with us?
They told her last week, like, hey. They said, hey, are you like, can you run a mile? Yes, I can run a mile in under 10 minutes. Okay, we got a spot in breakdancing. Do you think you can watch some YouTube and just get out there? And the reality is, she said yes with no shame. She said yes with no shame. And I'm not gonna lie, I swear to you, I'll do the same thing. I'll do the same thing. If the
just go to the Olympics.
You wouldn't?
Nah, I probably would.
Yeah,
I probably would.
I'll be a whole joke. I'll be a whole joke to y'all. I'll sit there. Yo, I'm telling you.
Happy to the motherfucker,
I'll start dugging. I'll start doing all sorts. I'll hit the Soldier Boy right then and there. Like, this is the only hip hop I know.
Okay. Oh, dog. Yeah. They just found somebody in like a flea market. It was all like, you look like, you know what I'm saying, you could go to the Olympics and breakdancing. Oh, but yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. That was my laugh for the day. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one here real quick. So this is my pick. I picked this because I wanted to talk about it because I got a beef with a lot of homies over this shit. So we're going to run this video here real quick and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Hello, my name is Kevin. As a Christian, I would like to formally denounce Raising Cane's. Since Christians are denouncing everything this week but the devil, I'd like to denounce something that I hate, and that's Raising Cane's chicken. The Bible says in Psalms, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good." And I be tasting and seeing, but the chicken don't be good at Raising Cane's. I feel like they're a fraudulent company that is getting by on superior sauce and mediocre chicken. Their chicken tastes like it was rolled around in paper towels and then dipped in regular flour with no seasoning and then just fried. And y'all been tricking people because the toast is good, but toast and sauce don't make a good restaurant. The chicken needs to be right. And until it's there, I will formally denounce you and never return. Amen.
Or toast.
Or extra toast.
Extra toast, man. Don't run me that coleslaw.
Hey, I'm not lying. This man is spitting nothing but facts. But I will tell you, I need me some Raising Cane's sometimes.
Hey, fuck out of here, man.
I need me some Raising Cane's sometimes.
No.
The chicken is mediocre at best.
At
best. But I will just tell you, it gets the job done. It's kind of like going to Chick-fil-A. It's kind of like going to Chick-fil-A and just getting a regular chicken sandwich. If you're doing that, you're a diabolical person. I do not trust you. If you are buying a regular chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, as a black person, and I'm gonna say that now because as a black person, whoever else is doing it, I don't care what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because your seasoning and my seasoning are two different cabinets. Yeah, but I'm just gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Please, if you are a black person getting a regular chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, we We can't be friends. You was not my brother nor my sister. We not cousins.
You operate differently.
Yeah, you're not even a neighbor. I don't even know what neighborhood you from, to be honest with you.
Like that ass.
I say this to only say that, like, I know what I'm getting. I know I'm getting basic, mediocre chicken, but that's why I always get the hot sauce and I just put that mug on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs something.
I have a seasoning in my cabinet called Serendipity that is specifically for Raising Cane's chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Okay, but with that being said, man, I just want to stress this here real quick. It's not even just my beef with Raising Cane's. I'm coming for all chicken tenders. I want to say this. I want to say this loud and clear so everybody can hear me. Chicken tenders are mid. They are a mid dish.
Yeah.
Even the best version of them are mid. Take the best. Take a good burger, and it is killing the best chicken tender you can find, bro. It just doesn't exist. Listen, chicken tenders are mid. I just want the community to accept this.
But how are y'all messing this up though? That's what I don't get. Because whatever the flour is and whatnot, just put seasoning in there. Salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, you know what I'm saying? Garlic and onion powder. Like let's call it a day.
I don't understand it. Dog, I remember
we don't even need a lot of it. Just do a little bit. Just so we can get like a, you know what I'm saying? It could be like that Dorito Cool Ranch chip that barely got any seasoning on it. At least we know we got the.
I'm saying, listen, I came to this realization with Popeyes. I remember I had Popeyes once, right? With the chicken tenders, right? And I remember after eating it, I was all like, man, that shit was kind of like
it's different from the regular chicken.
Okay, like it just wasn't slapping the way the regular chicken slaps. Yeah. And then so I had to confirm. So next time I did, I was like, no, these shits is ass. Like for real. Like I was just too hungry the first time to really pay attention. Just wolf that shit down. But then I started eating, and then I just went through this whole rampage where I just started trying chicken tenders from every place. Again, every time I get it, I would be like, why do I order these shits? Oh, it's because it's easy to eat. Like it's nothing great about this shit. So with that being said, it's for all my homies who I get into arguments with all the time.
Chick-fil-A got the best chicken nuggets.
Huh? Oh,
Chick-fil-A, and it's crazy because their chicken strips are better than all the other chicken strips.
No, I was asleep for a while.
And it's shocking. I'm not even a chicken strip nigga.
No.
I'm not even a chicken strip nigga, but if I want chicken strips, I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
I'm saying Chick-fil-A chicken strips got a little fat in it and they taste juicy.
They put a little bit of just some basic salt and pepper. I don't know what it is.
Oh, have you had Zaxby's?
Yeah, my sister loves Zaxby's. I'm not a big fan of Zaxby's.
If I had to rate chicken tenders, I'm putting Zaxby's at 1 though.
So, I don't eat Zaxby's enough to.
Although I don't eat them, but although I don't pick chicken strips, and that's not my go-to thing. That's something I eat at a football game or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or Chili's, because they toss them jokers in that honey chipotle sauce, and that shit slap. So.
That's why you need to carry hot sauce on you. If you don't carry hot sauce on you, and that's his problem. That he should have even made this video because what he should have said is he got to have his utility belt. Yeah, should have had his hot sauce. I keep Cholula and hot sauce in my backpack. It's a failure all the time. No matter where I go, I got Tabasco sauce and I got Cholula in my backpack. Okay, Cholula. So I just know I'm ready to go at any point in time.
You know what? It is probably a failure on my part because I just shouldn't be getting chicken tenders to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big fact.
So there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's move on to this next one. I'm gonna title this "Stop the Foolishness," and actually, I picked this one for DK, man, because I'm gonna let DK rant on this shit here real quick.
Give it to me. Let's do it.
All right, let me go ahead and get it pulled up here. Any second now, my phone is running slow as shit. Goddamn,
my boy got T-Mobile.
All right, here we go. It says, Darius Strutter claims he sold his vehicle to purchase tickets, secure transportations, and book lodging for Rick Ross' popular car show, but was unable to attend. It says in the lawsuit, he is accusing Rick Ross' team of never sending a wheelchair-accessible shuttle bus to transport him to the property. I want to read that shit again so you can hear what I just said.
Start it over.
Darius Strutter claims he sold his vehicle to purchase tickets, secure transportation, and book lodging for Rick Ross' popular car show, but was unable to attend. In the lawsuit, I'm sorry, I forgot to read the headline. It says, Rick Ross is reportedly being sued for not making his car show wheelchair accessible. Man claims he sold his vehicle to purchase ticket, transportation, and lodging, but did not attend the event. He says he's accusing Rick Ross' team of never sending a wheelchair accessible shuttle bus to transport him to the property. Strutter claims
he sold his vehicle. So I was gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure
My nigga sold his car
so you sold your car
to buy
go to a car show
to get transportation to get there,
and then because you get to the car show
pay
via
for
the
his
person putting on the show.
pay for his hotel and all that. And he says that he was told that Rick Rothstein was coming with a wheelchair accessible.
Who told him that?
He said he's accusing. Oh, hold on, wait. Let me keep reading. So Strider claims he reached out to the venue 2 weeks in advance to let them know he would need special accommodations due to him being disabled. He stated the car show organizers told him they would coordinate having a shuttle vehicle pick him up from the parking lot and transport him to the event, but never happened.
Okay. From the hotel parking lot.
Strada says that the day of the event, he waited several hours on the shuttle, but he eventually became frustrated and gave away his ticket, then went back to his hotel. Now, this entire situation is crazy because he is claiming the car show staff promised refunds for anyone able to attend the event, but that never happened either. He's also claiming that no one even followed up at all.
I'm not mad at him.
So, let me
headlines can fuck you up though. But after you read it, I'm not mad at him.
Here's the thing. I'm assuming, hopefully, he has email receipts to back up his claim, so therefore he is probably justified in his claim. But my nigga sold his car.
That's not why we here. That's not why we here.
My nigga sold his car.
We're discussing the lawsuit.
No, fuck all that. That's why I'm here. Nigga sold his car.
You know,
to go to a car show.
This might be God. God might have done this. God might have literally sat you down, even though you permanently are sitting down. Look.
Yo.
Come on. Let's just move past it. Hey, this is why I'm here. but look.
God had already set him down. He still ain't seeing a bigger picture. Yo. Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay. Oh no.
Shit.
Hey man.
We get canceled.
Hey dog, make sure you go to church after this.
Hey dog.
Make sure you go to church.
Handicapped people coming for us, man.
Remember I asked y'all to pray for me. Still pray for me, man. Pray for your boy, dog.
I'm the one who said it.
Ooh,
I'm the one who said it. But look,
I shouldn't have laughed at that though.
But look, I was hoping he was gonna move past it. Let the real ones know.
Oh man.
But look, here's the reality. As far as his argument, if he was told that they would come and get him and take him to the car show, then. But it sounds like, because it said that he was on the shuttle for several hours. So maybe it just, the event itself wasn't. But then, bro, have you not been to a car show? I don't know. Like, if this place was on dirt, then maybe because it depends on what kind of wheelchair you have. There's some people who got the power wheelchairs that they can go on gravel and grass and all that. I don't know if this place wasn't a parking lot.
But most car shows are in a parking lot or in a convention center somewhere.
So I don't know what but that's what I'm saying. If it's a parking lot, then it sounds like you need to go at the venue, not the person who's putting on the event. They got you the shuttle and brought you to the event.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, it's Rick Ross's car show. So my question is here.
It's on the venue. I don't know if you've ever booked a venue before as a party or something like that. I've been in a fraternity. If we throw a party or something like that, the venue needs to be wheelchair accessible. Blah blah blah. Cool. If it's not, that's not on us. That's on the venue. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't hit us over the head for nothing. Now, whether you sold your car or not, we don't need that information because all we gonna do is crack jokes on you for being stupid.
that doesn't seem like it was even relevant.
But as far as you wanting to be there, yeah, you should be there as somebody who's handicapped. They told you to bring you a shuttle. It sounds like they fulfilled that promise of bringing you to the event via shuttle. It sounds like the venue didn't have the accessibility for you to travel with given your wheelchair.
I do question something though because there's a missing part here. How do you get you into the shuttle but you can't get off the shuttle?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like we don't have all the information, but it seems like maybe the event was not able to allow him to move freely throughout the event. That's what I'm getting. He wasn't able to.
But shouldn't he at least got off the shuttle though? Got to the because I'm saying he's missing that specific part. Like he didn't say he got off the shuttle, went to go do whatever, and then was turned away because the venue
we're missing some information.
Yeah, that's the missing link here because
all I know is he was on the shuttle for several hours.
Yeah, and So that's where I'm lost. I'm like, hold on, man. If they put you on the shuttle, they should be able to get you off the shuttle, right?
And bro, they're not gonna refund you your car back. I don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah, not your car worth.
Mind you, they already spent more money on you than they spent on anybody else because they went and got you a shuttle to bring you here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that driver had to sit there for several hours. So that's money that's they probably ran even on your ticket.
Yeah.
To be real with you. And now you want them to refund you what? Whatever the ticket was ain't gonna bring you back your car. You a dummy.
How much does a Rick Ross car show cost?
I think they were costing them some big bread. I think they were like several thousand from what because they were talking about on the Breakfast Club.
Damn.
The tickets were quite a bit. It was like at least over $1,500, $2,000. Something stupid. It was something stupid, but it sold out. It sold out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sold out, bro.
Take a page out of DK here. This is the problem with you niggas, man. So y'all be mismanaging your motherfucking money, man. And then be mad at a motherfucker when life done slapped you in the face because it didn't work out the way you thought it would. You know what? Fuck that. You know what? You know what?
Positive vibes. Positive vibes.
Let me bring it back in.
Positive vibes.
Let me run it back in.
Woosah, my guy. Positive vibes.
Dog, you sold your car to go to a car show just to say you went? Dog, were you getting a car? Was he gifting you with like a new wheelchair with like fucking airbags and like dope?
I don't know everybody's situation, but mental health is a real thing. And I'm going to call mental health on this. When the fact that you think that an experience is more important than your transportation is wild work.
That's crazy.
Especially when you're behind the 8 ball by sitting your ass down permanently being in a wheelchair.
Dog.
And I mean that with all due respect.
No, for real.
If
like your accessibility is already limited.
You got to be even more aware of your situation to know like, hey, you cannot be selling off major things in life like a vehicle to go having to gain an experience for a couple of hours. God, come on, man. We got to be smarter than that. But do you have an argument?
Oh no,
with the venue, then yes, I don't think Rick Ross should owe you shit.
I mean, who's ever he, and it just
even if it is Rick Ross, I don't think Rick Ross owes him nothing.
But I'm saying like they gonna say that for headlines, but obviously his lawyers are gonna know who the proper person is to sue. But when he get on social media, he gonna blame Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Because Rick Ross is the one headlining the car show. So I'm sure if he's obtained legal representation, which I'm sure he has, they already know what's up. They know the game.
But just reading what you said, it sounds like Rick Ross and his people did everything that they're supposed to do. They got you transportation to the event. Now that you're at the event, if you can't come off of the bus, you know what you should have came off of? Your car. All right.
All right. All right, man. Let's go and let's move on to this next one here real quick. All right. So we have a situation here. We're going to go ahead and read about it because I want to get your take on how you would proceed if you was in this situation.
All right.
So this says, woman shares that her husband decided not to attend his daughter's birthday party because she wasn't invited. It says, my husband, baby mama threw a birthday party for their 10-year-old daughter yesterday. The baby mama told my husband that I was not invited, so my husband did not go. Now, my husband's family, mostly unmarried women, are bashing him for his decision to stand with me, and they are accusing him of being a bad father. His own mother said that I should have been understanding and not become upset if he had to go to the party without me. Excuse me, y'all. The baby mama and I had no bad blood. We have never been disrespectful to one another, have not had an argument or any dispute, but she told my husband that I was not welcome to the party because of my attitude. By the way, his daughter loves me, and I'm known for being very kind and direct. Is my husband right for standing with me, or should he have left me behind to attend his daughter's party to satisfy the family he came from?
You want me to go first?
No, I'll go. These are always tough situations. And the reason why I say this is because, like the conversation we were having earlier, I really don't know if you can properly say how you would handle a situation, but I would tell you that it kind of depends on the woman that I'm dealing with. If I'm pretty good at assessing situations and knowing if it's a amicable understanding, because let's say that the person I'm with, although I wouldn't be with a person like this, but let's just say the person is known to pop off, say bad things, or has maybe said negative things about the person who didn't invite them, because again, it's kind of confusing because she said, because I have a bad attitude. I don't know how she would know that. What setting was she at to even know you had a bad attitude? But again, right, if you just want the birthday party to run smoothly, You know what I'm saying? And you don't want anything popping off, and you just want to have a birthday party for your daughter with that, because you the type of person that's gonna say something as well. Then yeah, I would say, you can't bring her, because my people might say something. I can't control them. This is their family. If you bring her, they gonna say something to her. You know what I'm saying? And so then we're gonna have back and forth. So I would say that in that situation, I would probably still go. But in a situation where it's just, I think it's out of jealousy, I probably would stay in with my wife.
All right, so I'm glad you said this. I'm gonna keep it a bean. We need more context to be able to give like a true answer, and I feel the same exact way you did. Where I feel like this is probably, I'm giving everything that you read out for face value.
Yeah,
we know all that to be true. Then I don't blame the husband for not going, because I think you need to set the precedent very early that like, if this is happening out of possible jealousy, or I don't want her here because I want our family and not the new family that you're creating, the reality is that now you're creating the precedent that like this card could be pulled at any time, and you need to shut that down. What does suck, all the losers in this event are the adults, sadly. The reason why I say they are the losers in this situation is because y'all should know better. I don't even care if it's because somebody has a bad attitude or because somebody's family is certain, this, that, and the third. Y'all suck. The person that we are here for is for this 10-year-old. And at the end of the day, everybody needs to act a certain way, or at least get through the next probably 2 to 3 hours, which is probably how long a birthday party going to be, max. Just get through this particular time. Just being cordial with one another is crazy that y'all just cannot come to do that.
Yes.
But now the 10-year-old can't have her dad there, and now it's going to be obvious that there's things that are, there's going to be some emotions or things are tense and this, that, and the third, just because we can't get through 3 hours of just like go sit in the corner and don't say nothing to each other. You know what I'm saying? So, but men, if y'all reading this is why you don't want to have no baby mamas, man. Like, this is just the reality of it.
Sometimes it's unavoidable.
I know it is. I know it is. But I'm saying, if we can avoid it, because we can both agree that a lot of these niggas are not avoiding it.
Yeah, they not.
So what I'm saying is, like, if by all means, if you can avoid these kind of scenarios, avoid it, because the reality is these are the kind of things that come up. You're not only dealing with one woman in your relationship, you're gonna be dealing with two.
Yeah.
And one of them can make your life hell.
Yeah, and in these situations, you're almost bound to run into this eventually in some capacity, and that's the sucky part. So I don't know how can I put it. I'm not saying that the baby mama was wrong, right? But the baby mama might have done that out of the I don't know, man.
We don't know her point of view. We don't know. There could have been a situation in the past. We just don't know. We're only getting this person's, side of the story. Which was, to be honest with you, I think you're already a messed up human being, because your ass decided to post this on social media for everybody to know now your personal business. So to be honest, you're already a piece of shit to me. But if I'm just going to give this out as like, hey, I'm giving you, my opinion, and I'm taking everything you said for face value, then yes, the baby mama is tripping and your husband is right. But I will also tell you as a guy, as a man, like, dog, get your house in order. Like, that's just the reality, because your daughter is suffering because your house is not in order. Whether it's your fault or not, it's your job to now, like, delegate this shit, or not delegate, but to, politic this thing in a way that for it to work for all parties involved, period.
I mean, I hear you, but at the same time, you can't control everyone's decision. So you can talk as much as you want, but like, if you're dealing with somebody that's like truly at that level of ignorance, then you spitting into the wind. Like, so.
I got you.
What I will say is the child is 10 years old, and so the child has to understand, and the dad has to be able to get through to the child. And it's unfortunate that he would have to do that. But let's just say this situation is one where it is a jealousy situation. You have to be able to tell your child that one day she's gonna be married and you're gonna want your husband to stand next to you. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the conversation that he has to have with his child. It's unfortunate because, like you say, you would think that like by a certain age you should be able to put things aside and be able to work things out and be able to chill for 2 to 3 hours without popping off and going off. And even still, you should be able just to show up for an hour, say, hey, I'm stop through, kick it for an hour, then I'm a dip. Sing happy birthday, all that, then we're going to shoot out, right? Because, again, tensions may be high for whatever reason. But though what I get, man, the more I realize people don't really grow out of things, man. Like we say a lot of things as like lacking maturity and like all that, but really it's a person struggling here, you know what I'm saying, and like not working on themselves. Like I've known plenty of people who got bad attitudes when I was younger. They still got bad attitudes today, you know what I'm saying, and that's including like now that I'm older and I'm able to perceive things. That's even people in my family, like older folks that I realize like it's probably ain't really a good person to be around or to like excuse me, or even look at it as a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like we say things like immature and like you should grow up, but it's not really even a matter of growing up. It's a matter of, I don't know, growing. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say they're in the same thing, but
it's self-awareness.
Yeah,
bro.
at the end of the day,
self-awareness. All this that we're talking about is self-awareness, man. You know, people need to start making real tough decisions regarding their personal selves. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. Maybe you need to cut out people. Maybe you need to just focus on you. We don't know. But it gets to the point where, like, what I'm getting from this situation is that somebody in this story is lacking severe self-awareness. That's just the reality of it. If it's you and your family can't get along with this new wife, you as the baby mama need to check your family and make sure that y'all are able to get on the same page. Why can't we get through 2 to 3 hours of just like, hey, don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Don't look at each other. Mm-hmm. If we got to take a picture, fake a smile, and let's get up out of here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be that? It's okay for two parties not to like each other as adults. That is okay. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, so many people are at war with themselves that like they want to express that. Like I
just gotta let you know. I need everybody to know that I don't like you. Yeah. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Self-awareness.
So many people are at war with themselves, man. That like a lot of times reality is warped for them. So like to them, that outwardly expression is like them dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? The internal conflict. So a lot of people can't be helped. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to hope that one day that, you know what I'm saying, that light bulb clicks, you know, and they find a way to start making those changes. But at the end of the day, in situations like this, you know, you got to sit them down. If they're both people that are, you know, mature enough to handle that conversation, sit them down and be like, yo, we can't do this next year, so we need to be able to figure this out. Matter of fact, we should have been able to do that. Like, hey, are you willing to sit down with her so that way she could go to the birthday party? You know what I'm saying? You can hash out whatever it is, and you can see that, like, yo,
that's what I say. You know kind of get your house in order. Yeah, like, hey, man, maybe had the baby mama over for dinner. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like just y'all two for dinner. You know, your wife is still there, but maybe she's just not having dinner with y'all. Y'all talk, y'all whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, can we set something up? Maybe we can do like. Yeah. Go to a restaurant, we just, have dinner, have whatever. Like, let's work our way up to this event, but let's not take away from our daughter's situation. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know if she's just that far gone. Hopefully she not. But I'm just assuming that everybody has some type of self-awareness where they can put pride to the side a little bit. But you're right. There are people out there who you just cannot deal with. And for those people, you should not be having fucking babies with. But let's go to the...
at least do your best to try not to. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You can do your best, which is literally...
Sometimes people switch up. You find yourself in situations where people switch up on you.
Man, hopefully I don't ever come across somebody who switched up on me.
No.
I've been blessed so far.
Can you imagine how devastating that is?
It would
like
be so
literally to have a type...
It would be heartbreaking.
You have this person who you know forever. All of a sudden, you get married, have a kid, and
turn
then
it to the hill.
The switch flips. The switch just flips, nigga.
Turn it to the hill.
Like, oh, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like,
all of a sudden, Wonder Woman turned into Thanos.
Like bro, instantly. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get into some political talk here, man. So Kamala Harris just chose her VP pick. She finally got the official nomination. She has enough votes. Supposedly, they still haven't did the DNC yet, right?
No, that's next week, I think.
Yeah, so, but the reports are that she's already secured enough delegate votes to get the nomination. She chose a VP pick, Tim Walz.
Yeah, Tim Walz.
Tim Walz or whatever. I did a quick Google search. He is hella progressive.
He is.
He is hella progressive.
Stupid progressive.
Like, I would say that it is interesting because...
But he's a good communicator, dog.
Now, he can talk.
He's a good communicator.
I was about to say, listen...
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he might be a little bit better than Obama, dog.
I hate that I don't want to vote for him, dog, because honestly, he made me feel good, dog. I was like, yo...
communicator.
Like, this the...
And he's not a teleprompter guy.
Yeah, dog. Like,
that's not the way he communicates.
Like, you can't... here's my personal opinion. Like, you can't bullshit what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. Bullshitters are great at that. So he could be bullshit.
Yeah.
But this feels like he just a little too authentic and off the cuff for that to be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, he's honestly he a little too far that way for my personal liking. But had I been not in the mind frame I am now, like, it'd have been an easy dub for me.
Mind you, Robert Kennedy's an idiot. I watched a lot of interviews of dude. I don't care. I did my research.
Okay.
I watched several interviews, several, more than 10. I watched several interviews of dude, and I'm gonna be honest. He says some good things, and he's a very like on face value wants to be an accountable person.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking idiot.
He got some.
Fucking idiot.
No, listen to me. He's a little quirky, and I understand. I know exactly the type of shit you talking about. But
he has some. Some of the things that he be wanting to do is a reach at best.
Look, listen again. You listen.
A reach at best.
Listen, I'm not saying he's perfect by any stretch of imagination, but he's the only person talking about the two things that I care about.
Speaking of two things, we only got two options. You can vote for RFK if you want to. I'm not, like, it is what it is. But the reality is we have two realistic options.
I mean,
we have two realistic options. So we can vote a third option at this point just to make noise. And you know me, I'm pro making noise. I'll make some noise.
Y'all not really pro making noise, because when you talk,
don't say that.
No, listen.
Don't say that.
Listen, when y'all talk, y'all preface the comments by saying there's only two options. If you only believe there's ever two options, that's how they keep us thinking that there's only ever two options.
If we collectively decide that we're gonna get together, band together, and make noise, we gonna vote a third option or don't vote at all because we want to make noise, then I'm cool for it. We can boycott the shit.
Okay, gotcha.
But my thing is that is not the type of time we on. We are not there. And you know that to be the case. So if that's not where we're at, then that's why I say we got two options. Because yes, but let's go third party, or let's don't vote at all. What does that do? It doesn't change the landscape, but it will lean the landscape to better a certain individual. You get what I'm saying?
But that's the point. The point of a third party in general isn't. To my thing, isn't even to create a third viable option. It's to bring the other two options back more toward a reality of understanding what the average American cares about. See, I seen a thing the other day that says that, like, the internet have us thinking that, like, we all hate each other, but the reality is most of us just want to be able to afford groceries.
Okay, fine. We got three options, and I'm gonna name these three options, and I want you to tell me if these three options are true or not. We got Trump, we got Biden, and we got RFK. However. And the however with voting RFK, matter of fact, we got four, but the however with voting RFK is if we vote RFK, then we are ultimately just saying that more than likely it will be Trump as president.
No.
Would you agree?
RFK is taking more independent voters from Trump's side than from Kamala's side.
I disagree. I think
no, that's what the polls show.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, that's what the polls show. So I'm saying in terms of
I really wanted to give RFK a chance. I did.
Listen.
But just listening to dude,
here's my thing.
It's too much of a joke.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So the point is I'm no longer existing within this realm of, like, what's realistic and what's possible and what's all that. My vote is my vote because of what I care about. I'm only voting on the things that I care about. I'm not voting out of fear or out of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, camaraderie, because, like, that shit doesn't exist. But what I'm saying is whenever we have these conversations, if we all just constantly have conversations surrounded around there's only two options, no matter what we do, shit'll never change, then shit will never change. Like I'm saying, like, what if niggas doing the civil rights moves are like, y'all, like, we gonna always never have rights? Like, that's not how shit work. You gotta make a change somewhere.
I mean, we not voting now, but you right.
I mean, listen, America ain't voting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 330.
I can't speak for America.
It's 330 million. There's only 200 million people voting.
I'm just speaking for my community. I'm just saying my community ain't voting. But yeah,
I'm saying America's not voting. There's 330 Americans. There's only 200 million votes every year, every election. 130 million people aren't voting.
It's a fact.
So I'm saying, like, don't just say black people. Nobody's voting. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to get people out to the polls, but how do you get people out to the polls? My point is my reason for voting for RFK is because he's talking about the issues and things that like I care about. Some of the shit that he says is wild. I mean, really wild. And he really almost threw me off once when he said that his ideal VP pick would be Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, "Oh, you really trying to like push me away, dog?" But again, when he talks about basic economics,
You know, it's crazy. If you would have went with Mark Cuban or something like that, then like, dog, like you'd have had me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, dude, just
listen.
I mean, but look, I get it, and
listen,
one thing I will tell
you ain't got to vote for him.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not telling y'all to vote for him.
I'm not one of these folks.
I'm telling
that,
y'all that I'm voting on issues, not, you know what I'm saying, the person. Because believing in people is how we got here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, why in the fuck would I believe anything these people say? Like they're gonna get in there. Corporations run these people anyway. I'm convinced that like these niggas are really just puppets, and I'm being dead ass when I say this.
I really do. I agree.
Not on some conspiracy shit. I think, and then on top of that, the shit that you gonna see and run is, you know, again,
the reason why Kamala hasn't come out and like definitively done any interviews or giving you her platform yet is because she waiting for the people that are stringing her along, what I'm saying, to formulate what the plan is for her to come out and start saying it and then start arguing it. That's just the reality. So we really don't know. But I will say, as far as Kamala, I thought she had no chance. It really does look like I think she's gonna be the next president.
That VP debate gonna probably win her the election, dog.
I think the debate. I think the debate. First off, Walt's gonna cook that. I'm not even worried about that.
I'm not even cook that man, dog.
You know what's crazy? I don't even consider that as part of my reasoning.
Dog.
My reasoning for it all is going to 100% undoubtedly be when she debates Donald Trump for the first time. It's going to be in September 5th, I think.
September 10th.
September 10th. So when that debate happens, I think that is going to be the point.
The nail in the coffin.
Trump at this point, he is showing me exactly what I was hoping he would do, which is just shut the fuck up. If Trump would just, after he got shot, if he would just shut the fuck up and not go back into this diabolical, like I'm going to just off the cuff say what I want to say and be divisive and da-da-da, he could have won easily, in my opinion. Landslide. Landslide. But the moment we realize that like that person is still there, he's not able to control it, is when you're going to lose a great deal of individuals, which is what I think is happening right now. I think that everybody's starting to just be like, nah, we can't do this. And my God, you just had an assassination attempt.
You know what's crazy? I'll take it even further. He didn't turn politics in general, especially on the right side, to where like I said, I believe when we were growing up, we believed that these people disagreed ideology wise, but for the most part they had respect for each other. Yeah. He didn't turn that whole side. Like, bro, Fox News, I seen a clip the other day where it was some dude, some politician, and the host was trying to tell him like, yo, why are you name calling Kamala, and like, why are y'all doing that? And he was all like, oh, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. We talking about a Fox News host is asking that. He's like, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. He's all like, no, but like we want to talk about issues, and you're just name calling and just,
that's all they want to do.
Like it's like,
that's what I saw today. CNN did an interview with Vance today. The moderator who did the stuff with Jake Tapper, what is her name? She's a very well known on CNN. She did the debate with Jake Tapper for Trump and Biden.
Was it Kellyanne? No, I thought she was the one that did.
It was Jake Tapper and somebody else. Anyways,
she used to be a conservative on Fox, though.
Yeah,
right?
No, she was not conservative. No. So, anyways, she did an interview with Vance, and when she was talking to him, she was trying to like discuss issues, and this dude just kept like attacking. Like it was like an attack dog. It was like the dude just had about 10 things he was going to cycle on repeat that was just going to be like name calling, you ain't shit, name calling, liar. Like, and she's like, hey, like let's really talk issues. And he arguing with her about like, well, they're not even here to talk issues, so why should I? And it's like, dog, he got on television today and said that mind you, Vance said that Donald Trump is like an American Hitler. Right? She talked to him about that, and he was like, well, you know, it's the media, it's you guys. You guys kind of like painted this picture that, like, bro, what? That's the best you could do. You couldn't just simply come out there and say that you thought that then, and after he became president, you changed your mind, and you're blaming the media for this. Like,
It's childish.
come on, bro. Like, and you want us to take you seriously as a VP pick?
Listen, man.
Y'all are over here talking about is Kamala really black or not black? You guys are the whitest of the whites. Trying to you want the word you're trying to define what is black or not. Not that this lady went to Howard and was a whole AKA. You know what I'm saying? But now you're going to tell us what is going to be measured as black or not black. That is Jamaican. Mind you, we get it. Is she placating on, like, you know what I'm saying, black people with going to Atlanta and doing this, that, and the third? Let us talk about that. Let us be the ones. But I'll leave it at that, man.
Let me turn this on real quick. Keep getting these. The issue that I have is here, and I told you this to begin with. My entire issue with them as a whole was that it's a character issue, man. It's comical to me that, like, they're even a viable option anymore for people who want to vote and can't say the word, who disagree with them politically, you know what I'm saying, or have different ideologies than the other side. And I get that, but at the same time, look at the people you're voting for. Look how they're carrying themselves on TV. It's almost comical to think that, like, you can even justify voting for this person when the reality is like these people have shown you that, like, not only are they incapable of, like, doing anything meaningful in government, but they've also shown you that in a sense, they can carry on in the capacity of, like, a child and turn into, like, little bullies or whatever and just want to name call and pick on people. You know what I'm saying? And it's doing nothing but absolutely tarnishing the Republican side of politics, when in reality, most of those people just think differently than Democrats. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you turn on the TV, those representations of the party got you thinking that, like, yo, these people are absolutely cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's wild to me that, like, they want to appease their fan base. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it almost feel like they're trying to stoke the fire of people.
No doubt.
They're trying to rile people up.
But see, you got to realize it's from a business model on them. It makes sense because what you're getting, that's how you get people to watch from 8 a.m. all the way to 2 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed, they fall asleep with you on TV. And it's the same shit. So how they do that is that they kind of keep having to stoke it through the emotion and keep you coming back. You know what I'm saying? So from a business model standpoint, I get it. What's the reality?
Merchandise too.
Yeah, the reality is that they have so much power though, because what they could do, and this is why I kind of am starting to respect CNN more than MSNBC or even Fox, is that you can tell that they really be trying their best to stay neutral. They really do try their best to stay neutral. Now, do they lean a little bit to the left? Yes, but I think that's because the right is so fucking crazy. They're so nuts right now that it's like, it's hard for them not to make y'all sound nuts. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I think. I think Kamala has really positioned herself in the driver's seat of this thing, and all she needs to do is kind of get to this DNC unscathed with any issue. If she get through the DNC, she's gonna have a DNC bump that is going to now propel her probably for the next 2 to 3 weeks after that. And if you can get Obamas and everybody else to kind of get on your side and go out there and campaign with you, I think we can go ahead and put a bow on this thing and call it a day.
Maybe you still walking through the plan. I think it's almost a foregone conclusion now that, like, it's kind of over in Trump's camp, especially, like, if they don't figure out sometime before the end of this month to scale this shit back. If they keep leaning into it as hard as they are now, the shit is wrapped, dog.
Bro, it's what I told you. And you know what's crazy?
It's a wrap for them.
What's crazy is that Trump had me. Trump had me. And I was so anti-Trump that I was like, man, I cannot do Biden. And even after Biden, I was kind of like, but what was it for me? The assassination attempt. The reality is that, like, bro, it let me know that this is really who you are. You are the mud. You are always going to get people like this, you know what I'm saying, to like prop them up to feel like they need to do something. When what you should be doing is being somebody that is unifying, getting these people to feel like it's still going to be okay, even though it's not the person that they want. But you are always talking about, like, you lie so much. You talk about so many things about, like, you know, the Democrats are doing this, the world is going to end, and World War III, and this, that, and the third, that it's like, people really feel like they need to stoke up emotion to want to put their life on the line to just kill you. It's like, dog, we can't have that for the next 4 years. We can't. We need to put an end to that immediately. So, as much as I don't want to vote for Harris, yeah, she gonna get my vote. Like, that's just the reality. I gotta vote. I'm gonna make my vote gotta be meaningful. Unless between now and November, if y'all want to come together and say, hey, we not voting because we need the world to know that our vote matters, then I'm for it. Please send me the email, send me the text, put it in the mailbox. But if I don't get that message, and I don't think that we're unified to that at that point, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and vote for Harris and call it a day.
I don't know if that necessarily has to happen. Again, what needs to happen is, and honestly, I don't want y'all to change your vote because I personally can't justify voting when personally I just can't justify voting anymore because I just don't want something else to happen. And it's been an internal struggle for me because again, it always leads back to why am I voting? But with all of that being said, my best hope and outcome is that enough votes or whatever happens, man, whatever happens after this presidential election, you know what I'm saying, going into next year and then the year after that, next maybe presidential election, that we figure out some way to come back to reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got way too many ideologies and different talking points and different things going on. And what we need to do is we need to bring the conversations back to being about how do we progress and make the country better. Because right now, millions of people are suffering and we are having to worry about keeping a dictator from getting into office. You know what I'm saying?
And what you just said is the reason why I got to vote for Kamala. I really do think
I'm getting closer.
I really do think this man is like, bro, I think he can possibly put an end to our democracy. So to me it's a choice of like a vote for anything else would be a possibility of putting that into office, and I just can't do that. I just got to go anti that. Even if I'm voting out of fear, then fuck that. If you put Hitler in front of me and you put somebody else that was not Hitler, I got to vote out of fear for what this man can do. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at this point. So, well,
another reason why I say this is because in certain states that you know are going to wind up red anyway, I feel like
we can make that decision, but we live in Texas.
I'm saying like that's the reason why like when things to be like getting on me, I'd be like y'all tell me that my vote doesn't y'all tell me my vote doesn't matter and that's stupid, but like your vote doesn't matter either. Yeah. Like this state gonna be red. Like no matter how hard you try, you know what I'm saying? Like
for the next at least 2-3 presidential elections, it's gonna be red.
And
it's not changing.
And the crazy thing is compared to other places in the country, Texas got this thing figured out. Like you know what I'm saying? At least like our economy is booming. Like so again, the issue isn't like Republican versus Democrat. The issue is these seemingly people that are in office. So the issue all across the board is if anybody's vote matters most, it's people in states that you know are going to lean to whichever side they're going to.
Ohio,
you know what I'm saying,
Michigan,
Georgia, them swing states.
Yeah,
like I'm saying, like here,
Iowa,
I can get to vote for. You know what I'm saying?
Kansas.
Because I know that my state's gonna wind up red. Like I can vote for John F. Kennedy and sleep at night because no matter who I vote for,
at all, and it's still gonna be red.
Like I'm saying, like that ass, a single person could show, 0 people could show to the poll, that whole still turn red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's just
the same way for California. It don't matter what happened. No matter how Republican you think you are in California,
that shit gonna turn out blue.
It's gonna be blue.
New York blue. You know what I'm saying? Like swing states, yeah. Your vote matters there. And I would tell you to please do that. But me, I want to be a voice for us that want to tell them that like, hey, we want y'all to care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, why are people leaning more toward Robert Kennedy?
Trump
you know
is losing a lot of people. They're doing a lot of polls right now.
Oh, no.
Who have voted for Trump back in 2016. And he's hurting.
He's
hurting. A lot of people are really like put off by this.
Every day, dog.
And his antics. It's crazy. I really do think he had it in the bag. He fumbled.
He probably did.
He had it in the bag.
He probably did.
I really do think that I know how America thinks when it comes to this. You know
what if he's self-sabotaging? I'm just saying, before we get about here, what if that's reality? What if he is self-sabotaging because he wants to see people, you know what I'm saying, take up arms in his defense?
Yeah, he'd be a dummy.
Have we ever thought about that?
I mean,
I'm just saying because
it happened before, but it wasn't successful.
As president, sure you get admiration, right? But one, I wasn't convinced that he wanted it the first time. I definitely don't know if he wanted this time. And the only reason why I can even think he even wanted this time is because like it just sucks to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit maybe still hanging over his head. But then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He still gets to potentially, you know what I'm saying, depending on how this shit go, he still gets to like rally the troops and hold they cheated me out of another election and shit. Cause they already starting the conversation.
January 6th.
They already starting the conversation.
We'll
man.
see. We'll see.
So who knows, man? I hate to talk conspiracies or if that and this, but it's just so odd to me that like it's not blatantly clear that y'all picking and teasing and doing all this shit is childish and it ain't working. So why are we still doing it?
You don't listen, dog.
Okay.
You don't listen.
Well, he got them other niggas to join too. And even they like starting to ride that train.
Because they know if they don't ride with him, then it's suicide. So
okay. All right. Yeah, I guess so.
All
okay.
right.
Well, with that being said, y'all, if you made it this far, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with us.
Y'all better have made it this far.
Also, we gained 2 weeks ago before this dude took a 9-day sabbatical and didn't tell nobody.
And I needed that, even though life was life changing, good and bad, but I needed that.
Look, point is, I ain't saying he shouldn't have took it. I'm just saying he didn't tell nobody because we had a whole podcast. He could have been like, hey, y'all.
I did tell you. You just.
Nah, you did not tell me you was going to be gone for 9 days. I want to stress that. You might have told me you was going out of town, but no way did that detail, hey, I'm going to be gone 9 days and we maybe missed 2 pods, was definitely not in the conversation. Okay. Like, let me just stress that to y'all real quick before he tried to make it seem like he told me. But with all that being said, though, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all. To the 3 new followers that we have, if you made it this far, also shout out to y'all. We should have said that up front. But as always, make sure you like,
comment,
and subscribe. And as always, till next time, we out.